There is a spiritual movement unfolding right now, something neither temporary nor ignorable without consequence. From the heights of heaven, where God's glory never dims, a divine action has already begun, and you stand at the very center of it. It is no accident that you are hearing these words at this precise moment. You did not arrive here by chance or curiosity. You were led. The Spirit of God ensured this message would find you because something is about to be released. This is not emotion or human persuasion, but a direct word descending from the eternal throne. A heavenly messenger is already on the way, a messenger with clear instructions. He does not bring vague words or a general message. He comes with orders sealed by the authority of the highest order. He comes because God has heard your prayers, seen your tears, and recorded your struggles in heaven. Even if you haven't understood every part of your pain, heaven has been watching over every step you've taken. And now the time for divine intervention has come. My voice, says the Lord, has gone before you. I have commanded one of my heavenly servants to approach your home. He does not move because of emotions, needs, or chance. He moves by command, coming as a response because something in your life has been held back for too long. And today, the order has been given. I am not speaking to you about something symbolic or imaginary. I am talking about a spiritual reality that will show up in the physical world. You will notice and change. You will feel the atmosphere around you shift. It will not be just another ordinary day. Do not let anything distract you. Do not be distracted by outside noise or by your inner voices. Do not let the world's distractions or your weariness fool you. I speak to you urgently today because there is a window of opportunity, a door placed before you. But you must stay alert because this type of visit does not come without purpose. This is not something small. This is not something to brush aside. It is a divine appointment. Heaven touching earth right at your doorstep. Stay until the end of this message because every word I speak now is like a nail being firmly driven in. This is not about human emotions. It is about my spirit moving with power. If you listen closely, if you keep your heart open, you will receive guidance that will change the path of your life. What seems stuck will start to move. What seemed dead will begin to live. But with close will start to open. I am the one who opens doors that no one can close, and I close doors that no one can open. I am the one who speaks and brings it to pass. I am the one who sees what's done in secret and rewards it openly. So I say to you now, prepare not only to listen, but to receive. This word is not just for your encouragement. It is meant to wake you up, to push you to a new level, to get you ready. Because the visit you are about to receive will not be ordinary. It will not be of flesh and blood. It will be spiritual, powerful, and come with signs. Do not close your heart. Do not cover your ears. And do not say, "This isn't for me." Because if you are hearing this, it's because I have already chosen you. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your calling. And what is coming to your home will change the atmosphere, break chains, bring hidden things to light, and restore what seemed lost. I do not lie, says the Lord. I do not speak without purpose. My word does not return void. And today I am sending it to you with an eternal purpose. Listen carefully, because I, the Lord your God, am speaking to you not with empty symbols or human promises, but with a voice that echoes for eternity, with purifying fire and a love without limits. I have seen your journey. I have counted every step. And I have heard every prayer. even the ones you spoke in silence when words couldn't come out, but your soul cried out. Nothing has been unnoticed before my eyes. Every tear was collected, every thought was weighed, every pain recorded. I am not distant or deaf. I am the God who draws near, the God who fights for his own, the God who moves on behalf of those who honor him and trust in his name. And that is why today I announce to you something that heaven has already decided. A messenger had been sent, not just any angel, not an ordinary visitor. An archangel has been dispatched to your home with a specific mission. And he does not come as a guest, but as a warrior. He hath been given heavenly authority to surround your home. He does not come with gentle words or formal gestures. He comes with a sword of light, a shield of justice, and clear orders from heaven. He has come to protect, to break, and to purify. Heaven knows your worries, your private thoughts, those struggles you face in silence, unseen by others. That is why the command was given, because you are not alone. You are not without protection, and you are not left to wander. This archangel comes to cut off all harmful influences, to undo words spoken out of jealousy, to close the doors opened by spiritual attacks, and to strengthen the atmosphere where you live, where you walk. I establish my presence where you lift your hands in prayer. I extend my power, and now I declare the place where you live will be surrounded. Your home will be marked by my light, not as a warning, but as a sign of belonging. Do not let the routines of life cloud your judgment. I know you felt worn out, burdened by pains you can't explain, by illnesses that seem to never stop. With responsibilities piling up, you searched for answers many times without finding rest. But right now, I tell you, something has already shifted. Not because you feel it immediately, but because the command has already been given. The very fact that this message is reaching you now is proof that heaven is moving toward you. It is a sign that the eternal doors have been opened to intervene on your behalf. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. Your story is not hidden from me. There is a purpose far beyond what your eyes see and what your emotions can handle. There is a plan written before your birth, and what you are going through is not the end, but the soil where I am preparing the fulfillment of that plan. The heavenly messenger coming to your home does not just come to protect, but to give you a key, a spiritual key, a supernatural opening, a door that only I can open and that no one will be able to shut. This key represents freedoms you didn't even realize you needed. There are chains imposed by past generations, spiritual patterns that hold you back, and burdens that were never meant for you. But this key has come to set you free from all of it. It is here to remove the heavy weight that has burdened your soul. It will break the endless cycles that have held you back. It will silence the lions that have risen up against you. Many have tried to discourage you. They told you that your faith was naive, that your prayers were wasted time, and that your dreams were defeated. But today I tell you that no word spoken against you will stand. No accusation made against you will succeed. I am your defender. I am your protector. I am your God. The messenger I have sent is not intimidated by doubt, nor does he shrink back in the face of darkness. He moves with power because I am the one who sent him. My word does not need approval from anyone to come to pass. When I speak, it is done. When I give a command, it is established. Prepare yourself, because where there was discouragement, you will find renewed strength. Where there was sickness, healing will begin to show. Where you felt abandoned, you will feel my loving embrace. This is not a temporary comfort or fleeting emotion. This is a new season declared over your life, and it will not be like before. It will be better, deeper, and eternal. I have come close to see what others could not see. I have drawn near to your home in silence. Even when everything seemed calm on the outside, inside the walls whispered of exhaustion, internal battles, and thoughts that no one else knew. The burden had been weighing heavily on you day after day. Nothing is hidden from my eyes. I have seen the moments when you felt surrounded by forces you couldn't understand, when it seemed like an invisible pressure was ruling over everything, making life harder than it needed to be. Even when you stepped out in faith, you faced unexpected obstacles, as if something rose up to stop everything you tried to build. It wasn't just a coincidence, it was spiritual warfare. And that is why I sent help. I didn't allow these struggles to continue aimlessly. Every battle had its reason, but I have set a limit. Darkness will not have control over what I have blessed. What was sown in tears will be reaped in peace. I have spoken enough to what has drained your strength. And my intervention will not come with noise, but with authority, while others think nothing is changing. I am commanding the heavenly forces to protect what belongs to you. I have sent my presence to fill the atmosphere of your home, so that there will be no room for confusion. Every spirit of opposition that has settled there will be forced to retreat with no choice but to leave. The visitor who is coming does not come to simply repeat what you already know, but to bring to life what has not yet started. This is not only a sign of protection, it is a sign of new beginnings. There are things you have been waiting for, movements you have longed to see, changes you have prayed for. Now that process begins, not because someone has interceded on your behalf, but because I have chosen to act directly. I will no longer wait for humanity to be ready. I will no longer depend on the actions of others. This time, I am touching what no one else could touch. Everything in your environment that has been tainted will begin to shake. People who have been instruments of discouragement will start to move away. Spiritual influences that have drained your energy will be severed. Relationships without purpose will begin to fade, not by your own strength, but by my hand. It is time for cleansing, for order, and for restoration. I will not only restore what is visible, but also what is hidden, what you carry inside. What you've kept silent, and what you thought had no solution. There is nothing too broken for me to heal. What you have experienced so far does not define what I will do next. The wounds of your past will not decide the end of your story. The mistakes you made are not the limits of my power. Many believed you would never rise again, that you would stay stuck, caught between unfulfilled dreams and dull days. But I am not like humans. I do not see your current situation as the end, but as a preparation for what's to come. Everything that has built up inside of you will be addressed. I will leave no part of it unresolved. I will not ignore the details. I go deep. I know your thoughts before you even speak them. That's why nothing you're feeling is unfamiliar to me. I have felt it with you. I have carried it with you. And now I will transform it with you. The messenger I sent will not come empty-handed. He comes with heavenly tools to heal, to activate, and to deliver. He will not leave until his mission is complete. He comes to open doors that have been shut for years. He comes to bring back promises buried by doubt, fatigue, and time. He comes to give you back what you thought was lost. And when you see it come to pass, you will know you were not forgotten, not overlooked, but set aside for this moment. You will rise with fresh strength. It will not be like before. It will not be based on emotions, but on something deeper, something spiritual. It will be stable and constant. You will no longer walk with uncertain steps, but you will stand firm with clarity. Your voice will be different. Your decisions will be filled with wisdom and understanding. What once caused confusion will now bring light. What once brought fear will turn into authority. What once was waiting will now be fulfilled. This new season is not a distant dream. It is a reality that is starting to unfold. While not everyone will understand it, you will live it because it had been specifically designed for you. I have been working in the places that the natural eye cannot see, where it seemed nothing was happening. That is where I was working the hardest. It was not in what is visible or obvious, but in the hidden places, in the roots, in the foundations that needed to be strengthened in order to support what is about to come. I have been building internal strength in you, not just so you could endure a little longer, but to prepare you to handle what would have broken you before. I allowed certain doors to open when you prayed for them, not because I was withholding answers, but because what needed to be in you had not yet been placed so you could walk through them without being harmed. There were times when you questioned why the process took so long, why doors seemed to close just when they were about to open. You wondered why others were moving ahead while you felt like you were just resisting. You asked why. If I was with you, I didn't stop some of your struggles. And now I tell you, every delay was for your protection. Every silence was a part of my plan. Every long night was a time where I planted something eternal. Nothing you went through was in vain. I didn't allow despair to destroy you because I was building a strength in you that would no longer rely on outside circumstances to remain firm. While others saw you as stuck, I saw you in the process of being shaped. When you thought you were stagnant, I was planting conviction inside you. In your moments of weariness, I gave you discernment. In your confusion, I gave you identity. I didn't want you to step into this new season with the same old mindset. I didn't want you to move forward with just hopes and dreams. I wanted you to move with understanding, with clarity, with direction. And now is the time. Not everything I have prepared will show up right away. Some things will come quietly, like a change in the air that you don't notice at first. Soon you will realize your thoughts are different, that what used to trouble you no longer holds you down, and that what once had power over you has lost its strength. It will be like a new space opening inside of you, where the voice of fear can no longer enter, where anxiety no longer belongs. I have been cleansing your heart not just for a temporary sense of peace, but so you can live free from everything that has held you back deep within. Many of the voices that have shaped your view of the world will be silenced. You will not do this alone. I will do it for you, because in the coming days there are decisions you will make that will change everything. And I don't want you to make them out of insecurity, out of a need for approval, or from an emotional rush. I want you to make them from the peace that only I can give you, the peace that held others up when everything seemed to be falling apart. That peace is now settling in you, not as just a comforting thought, but as a real, steady, and strong force. Many mock you when you dare to move forward. They said you weren't ready, that you didn't have what it takes, that others were more qualified. But I didn't choose you based on what others saw. I chose you based on purpose. The value I have placed in you is not measured by titles, human approval, or visible accomplishments. It is measured by your obedience, your perseverance, and your faithfulness when no one else is watching. And in those things you have been found not perfect, but available, not without faults, but willing. And that has touched my heart. That is what I am honoring now. There are new connections waiting for you. People who don't know you yet, but have been assigned to walk alongside you. People whose hearts are aligned with mine. People who will not drain you, but will help push you forward. And I will also remove those who cannot continue with you. It would be because of redaction, but because of protection. Not everyone is meant to be with you in every season. Not everyone can handle what I am about to give you, and this should not hurt you. It should set you free. I am now establishing a season of focus, not rush, but depth. What you are about to see will not be just the result of your efforts, but a mix of your obedience and my divine support. The signs will not be small. They will be clear, and you won't need to explain them. They will be visible to all, even though not everyone will understand them. What I do, I sustain. What I start, I finish. And in you I have begun something that will not be left unfinished. Nothing I have promised you will remain incomplete. I have said I will do it, and I will. I have said I will come, and I am coming. I am working in places where no one else can step in. I am working in ways that go beyond what your natural senses can grasp. Everything around you that seems still is actually going through a deep change. What once appeared immovable is now starting to crack from the inside out. This will not be a surface-level change, but a foundational one. I am not just changing the outside, I am rebuilding the very base, because what is coming cannot stand on a weak foundation. I will not let the building be built on the old without first tearing down what cannot remain. I have begun to remove layers that time and life have placed on your heart. Some were formed by disappointments, others by unfulfilled hopes, and some betrayals that left their mark. But none of that will stay the same. Where there have been wounds, I will pour healing oil. Where there was abandonment, I will bring my presence. Where there was silence, I will provide direction. I don't want you to continue moving forward from your wounds, but from a place of healing. And that is why I have decided to intervene with strength, precision, and a love that never retreats. There are areas inside of you that you have learned to ignore. You thought it would be easier to just keep going without facing them. There are parts of you that you preferred to keep in the dark, thinking it was better not to touch them. But I will not leave hidden spaces in the hearts of those I love. Everything will be brought to light, not to expose you, but to free you. Because where there is clarity, there is strength. And where there is truth, there is transformation. Do not be afraid. If certain emotions come to the surface in the days ahead, it will be part of what I am doing. It will not confuse you, but bring order to you. It will not disturb you, but heal you. Let what needs to be dealt with come out, because you will not heal by hiding, but by surrendering. My work with you is not partial or surface level. It is complete and thorough. It goes deep, touching even the most hidden parts, and places everything exactly where it should be. I am also preparing the outside world for you. I have started to align situations in your favor. I will arrange things that once felt beyond your control. What seemed too complex will begin to resolve on its own without you having to push for it. You will begin to notice how everything is falling into place, how answers come effortlessly, how timing starts to align. And it won't be by chance or coincidence. It will be the direct result of what I am working in the spiritual realm. Even what seemed lost or completely finished has not escaped my grasp. There are things you are about to reclaim, not because they will return exactly as they were, but because I will restore them to the way they were always meant to be. Some relationships will be renewed with a deeper understanding, and others will simply fade away, without pain, without bitterness, and without the need for any explanation. What cannot continue with you will be removed gently, and what is meant for you will be added without struggle. I will awaken resources that have been dormant within you. There are gifts, talents, and abilities within you that have been asleep for so long that you might have thought they weren't yours. But I placed them there, and now they are awakening. Ideas, dreams, creativity, strategies. All of this will begin to flow again, but this time with clear direction. There will be no more wandering without purpose, no more starts without finishes. You will now walk with firm intention. Everything you touch will bear fruit, not because you have control over everything, but because you have been placed exactly where my grace flows freely. And when you see the doors starting to open, do not hesitate to walk through them. When you feel the urge to move forward, do not doubt where it's coming from. I have removed the confusion that once made you hesitate. I am sharpening your ability to discern, clearing your vision. What once seemed unclear will now be obvious. I will give you clarity where there was once uncertainty, and I will show you how to move with confidence even in unfamiliar situations. This isn't just a new season. It is a renewed version of who you are. You are being prepared to handle blessings that would have overwhelmed you before. Now you have the foundation. Now you have the discernment. Now you have the support. And with all of that, nothing will stop the progress that has already started. I am unfolding a work in your life that is not controlled by human time or the expectations of the world around you. I am carrying out an eternal plan, one that cannot be interrupted by emotional exhaustion, by the words others have spoken about you, or by the mistakes of your past. What I am creating in you is not based on what others see, but on what I decided before your first breath on earth. It doesn't matter how many times you were overlooked or rejected. I did not look at you through the lens of judgment, but through the lens of my purpose. That's why I continue to work without stopping until everything I have planned is fulfilled. In this season, I am removing the comparison that has been stealing your confidence. You've seen the achievements of others and thought your journey was stuck, but you haven't understood that every life follows its own divine rhythm. Every process has its own purpose. I am not making you wait to punish you, but to prepare you. What I have set before you requires more than just a wish. It needs maturity, depth, and clear vision. And that's what I have been building in you step by step, carefully, without missing a detail. What you have longed for seemed delayed, not because you didn't deserve it, but because it wasn't the right time. Now the time is drawing near, but I will not announce it with a loud noise. You will see it in everyday moments. Conversations that shift the course of your life. Small decisions that open huge doors. Simple moments that hold eternity within them. In those moments, I will be there working quietly, aligning everything around you to bring you to where you've always been meant to be. I am also removing the fears that disguise themselves as reason. Those doubts you called caution, but were really rooted in fear, holding you back from moving forward. You weren't made to live in fear, but to walk with certainty, with a strength born of conviction, not quick decisions. That's why I am dismantling one by one the reasons in your mind that have been keeping you stuck. I am awakening the truth within you, a truth that speaks loud and clear. I have been watching how you've carried the expectations of others, how you tried to fit into molds that were never meant for you. You don't need to make everyone happy. You only need to walk in what I've entrusted to you. You haven't been called to meet human standards. You've been called to reflect what I have placed inside you. It is that authenticity that will open paths that once seemed clothed. Grace flows when you walk in the way I have designed for you, not when you try to fit into systems that were never meant for your soul. I am also stirring a new sensitivity in you. You will start to notice more clearly my signs, my warnings, and my guidance. You will know when to speak and when to remain silent, when to act and when to wait. Not because you will grow wise on your own, but because you will be walking in a deeper connection with me. In that closeness, everything that once seemed unclear will become clear, and what seemed impossible will start to feel natural because you will not rely on your own strength but on my guidance. There is a spiritual movement happening right now, and it is not something brief or something you can ignore without consequences. From the heights of heaven where God's glory never fades, a divine plan has been set in motion, and you are at the heart of it. It is no accident that you are hearing these words right now. You did not end up here by mistake or out of curiosity. You were guided. The Spirit of God has made sure these words reach you, because something is about to unfold. This is not just emotion or human inspiration. This is a direct revelation coming from the eternal throne. A celestial messenger is on his way, sent with clear instructions. He does not come with empty words or a vague message. He arrives with orders sealed by the highest authority of the Most High. He comes because God has heard your prayers, seen your tears, and recorded your struggles in heaven. Even though you may not have understood every part of your pain, heaven has been closely watching every step of your journey. And now the time for divine intervention has arrived. My voice, says the Lord, has gone ahead of you. I have commanded one of my heavenly servants to approach your home. He does not move based on emotions, needs, or chance. He moves by command, arriving as a response to a situation in your life that has been held back for too long. And today the order has been given. I am not speaking symbolically or figuratively, but about a real spiritual change that will show itself in the physical world. You will notice something shifting. You will feel that the atmosphere in your home is being stirred. If this message touched you, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment, share your testimony, and click like so this word can reach someone else who needs it. And if you want to continue receiving what God is speaking, make sure you subscribe and stay connected.